We got Bill Burr and Big J. Okerson in studio.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the Eagles documentary a little bit. Bill Burr has not seen it yet. I brought it up to Bill because I think he would love it. And Big J has seen it.
Yeah. I watch any I'm a documentary guy. In
Absolutely.
He's an intellectual.
He's an intellectual.
Documentaries, that's like fast reading.
Yeah.
That's how adults who never read or did well in school act like they know some shit.
Yeah.
Can bring it up at the parties, right?
Yeah. Get my Hitler facts down.
Did you guys see Walk of the Penguins?
Yeah, that was an amazing documentary, actually. How the fuck do they know how to do that shit? But you said that the Eagles hated each other right out of the box.
I think it's so crazy when you have like that much. They said like they were kind of like a piece together studio band, like from all studio players.
Right.
And then like immediately they were on private jets, and then but they hated each other immediately.
But all they had to do was keep it together.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah, that was.
How do you hate yourself if you hate each other when you're on a private jet making a shitload of money?
Because that was still very early on in the rock star cliche, though. Like, Betty Ford Clinic had just started, I think, in the late 70s. It was like 5 members. Like, nobody knew to tell John Bonham that, hey, man, you're kind of doing that every night. Like, people didn't know to do that. So
there's this new thing that...
And people actually believe that we're going to break up the band and we're all going to have successful solo careers because we're all famous.
Right.
And you didn't realize that, maybe actually the Eagles shows how talented the band was.
They actually did.
Henley had a great run.
Real good run.
Even Glenn Fry pumped out a couple of hits. Smuggler's Blues.
Joe Walsh. Who didn't do well from the Eagles?
You really get exposed when you go
Politics
solo.
and contraband. The Smuggler's Blues.
No, you really get exposed when you go solo, like how much of the lifting you were doing in a band.
Yes. Obviously, Don Henley had a lot of weight on his back.
Oh boy, a little boys of summer after the Eagles.
Yeah.
Or he's really good at business and he was smart as far as who he hooked. You never know, but sometimes
well,
you get left out there twisting in the wind. Mick Jagger's had some brutal ones.
Oh boy,
yes.
The long hair skull face guy who came at the end. The I can't tell you why guy. He didn't have any.
The Poco guy.
Yeah, he didn't have any good.
He was
he
was bummed out because he was in Poco, and then he gets the call to the big leagues to join the Eagles, and he was only with them, I think, 2 or 3 years.
I remember they kept saying he's like the new young guy, and then they show his first concert with him. He's wearing like overalls, like a child. He's wearing Oshkosh Bagosh overalls.
And he was pleading with the band to just try to keep it together because he didn't want to go back to Poco.
Aren't we all friends?
But you're talking about Don Felder. He was the one that didn't do that well as a solo artist.
Who's the really good musician? But he just
Joe Walsh, Glenn Fry.
Joe Walsh had the brutal drug problem. But, they didn't know. Everybody learned with them. Like the first roid users. They just were what is it? Horse tranquilizers? Now they're down to a nice cream. Just sort of rub it on. Your muscles get big for the game, and then they shrink back down at the end of the game.
They had to fucking shoot it up.
TV ads 20 pounds of muscle.
Oh, my God.
What a fun.
Is it really down to a nice cream?
Lyle Alzado's putting syringes in his skull.
Yeah.
Right.
His fucking head sounds like a bowl of soup during that landing.
Now it's a cream.
A nice cream.
No, it's just like weed. Weed's down to like a vaporizer.
Right.
All of that shit. We're all going to be on roids as we get older. And, that's Cinegenics. That's roids for those old people they have in the commercial. It's going to happen. We're all going to be roided up.
No one remembers fucking having to clean seeds out of your weed on an album cover. No one remembers that shit.
Right.
Now,
it's a wax.
There's no seed. You don't deal with seeds anymore.
Although, a little wax action.
Although we got some weed on a private island. I did a cruise ship, like heavy metal cruise ship show. They went to a private, and we found weed from one of the workers there who made our buddy walk like a half a mile to some guy cutting coconuts with a machete. And we came back, and that was pretty seedy, gross.
Seedy, old school weed.
You know, you show it to you, and you know it's going to be garbage. You're like, okay.
The guy's got a machete. What are you
don't want to turn it down.
You roll a joint, and that stem pokes through the side. Fuck, man. I gotta make a patch.
How much for the coconut?
I gotta make a patch.
I forgot about making
a patch. Pull the stem out, patch it up.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to take a little piece of rolling paper
and patch it up.
And rip it off, and then lick it and put it over where the hole was from the seed.
Well, why would
Tim?
Re-roll it.
I don't know.
Why does it have to make a patch?
I want to get high
busy.
now,
We
man.
had to fucking smoke some weed.
Yeah. Nothing worse than a leaky reefer, right, guys?
Right, Jim. A leaky reefer.
You watching the Olympics, Bill?
Yeah, I missed a lot of the hockey because it comes on at like 4:30.
That's what Nick DePaul was just saying.
And I keep forgetting to set my VCR.
Right.
Yeah, my VCR.
My DVR.
Did you see the Russian game?
Nope.
USA Russia?
I saw like the end. I saw the shootout where we just kept giving it to Oshie.
That rules.
And he's just sitting there smiling like, "Hey, this is fun.
Right, I'll do this.
The world is watching."
Right.
Dude, how about Bob Costas toughing it out, man?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
With the pink eyes.
God
Pink
damn
eye,
eyes.
they at one point they had to pull back so far. It was a full shot of him.
Yes.
It was like he was standing across the way on a subway platform, and my eyes were still watering. I'm like, how is this guy going to work?
Because they knew they were horrifying everyone, so they just kept pulling the shot back.
did.
You're right.
I felt bad. I just felt bad for the guy. But this is my thing about show business is like how fucking brutal this business is that he's showing up out of fear.
Has to be right.
Well, like if I don't show up, Matt Lauer's going to come in. If he kills it, I'm out, and
Right.
that's it.
Yep.
I started in the ABA in the 70s.
Right.
I'm not. You have to.
I'm
drag
not going
me
out this way.
Yeah, you got to drag me out of here.
That is true, man.
Who did that happen to? A famous baseball player? Wasn't it? That's how Lou Gehrig got his start. Oh, someone's got to help me out with
Joe D or
this
Mickey
story.
Mantle, somebody like
somebody like
got hurt. That's right.
The star of the team got hurt, and then they brought in. I think it might have been Lou Gehrig or somebody for the first time, and then that guy. We don't even know his name anymore. But he was the star of the team. Who the fuck was it?
And back then,
I think it was Lou Gehrig, how he started his career, but whatever.
But back then, when there was no free agency, so you were on that team. So if there was a guy, if you played center field during Mickey Mantle's years, you stayed in the forever. You couldn't be like, all right, guys, I think you have this position handled. I'm going to go to the Cubs. They're like, no, we own you, and your dream has died.
So you just sit here.
Yeah, have fun in Charlotte.
And maybe if someone gets hurt, we'll put you in.
I don't know why this name,
the guy that started.
Wally Pip keeps coming up.
Might have been Wally Pip. And was it Lou Gehrig?
I don't know. These people aren't very smart
but Wally
on Pal
Pip-
Talk, but they help sometimes.
But I think you're right. I think it was Wally Pip was the starter for the Yankees. He was a very good player, and he got hurt or something, and then they moved. I think it was Lou Gehrig. Are they coming up with Lou Gehrig?
Yeah.
Eddie Fresno, wasn't it?
I think that's how it happened.
Took over for Wally Pip.
And Wally
Lou
Pip was
Gehrig.
never heard of again, but he was the starter,
Yeah.
and he did all right.
Thought it was Ema Kaminsky.
Well, it was,
Seriously?
No, I just seen it.
Oh,
I
you
was
scared?
testing my poker face.
Okay, it was pretty good.
Didn't Frankie Fresno, whatever I just said underneath you? I was just making up old school names.
That kind of sounded like it could have been a player, though. David Tell's outside the studio. We should bring him in.
oh, hell yeah.
Of course.
Dave!
him in there.
They can't hear us through that big door.
Nah, there he is.
David Tell.
Dave.
Thank you. Do you have my special seat prepared?
I do.
His special seat.
Yes,
Oh, you're on the lazy
It
boy.
has a fist on it.
Can we move one more up to the table?
Yeah.
Dave doesn't want to sit down
big
low
boy
like that.
table.
Everyone just move over a little bit.
What's up, y'all?
Hold on, let me grab it. Which one is that? What number is that?
8.
Number 8.
Hey, look at that. Club Soda Kenny bringing in a nice chair for you.
Hey!
Move up to the big boy table.
Anything else on the Olympics there, Bill Burr? Are you into the ski jumping, the luge,
No, I'm
the
sick of- I'm sick
Skeletor,
of
whatever the hell it's called?
No, the people who like Olympic hockey annoy me.
Why?
Because they always comparing it to NHL hockey, which they don't watch.
Right.
And NHL hockey is infinitely better
You think?
than Olympic hockey. Oh my God!
You don't like that the rinks are bigger?
I just don't understand. These rinks are bigger. There's no fighting. The talent is way less. I like how there's like 3 NHL guys on each team,
Right.
For the most part, other than USA and Canada, and then they're just like this is just like a bunch of all-star teams. No, it isn't.
No.
It's like the NBA. There's like 2 stacked fucking teams, and the rest are shit.
That is a very good point.
Here
actually.
comes Latvia. What are they going to do tonight? They got like one guy.
One guy that made it to
Zdeno
the
Chara and the rest of his team. I mean, it's stupid. And they go, and then everybody just sits there lying, going, if the NHL was like this, I would watch. What? If it was fucking 2 weeks long, you could hang in there, and you just and they went right to the championship game.
All right,
And then they start making suggestions on how to make the NHL better, and they start talking about the NHL like it's still 1975 with all the bench curling brawls and the stick work.
I'm guilty.
I heard Mike Wilbon said that. This stick work. What are you talking about? Like they're out there at the face off, sticking in each other's fucking eyes. Once every 5 years, there's an incident. And then all those guys who don't watch hockey, they all pile on. They go, see, this is why. This is why it's not one of the top sports out there. I'll tell you, if they would just get rid of the... Listen to Dave Schultz. I'm telling you, he's out of control.
Holy shit, yes.
Yeah, it's stupid. We're all hanging on to 1980. It's not amateurs anymore. The Cold War is over.
Right.
Yeah, it's done. It's finished. It's boring.
You turn
Yeah.
There we go. But the luge. Sorry.
But how about that luge? Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention. A couple of the skater girls are fucking cute.
I try.
Skiers.
I realized halfway through that I was the only one who had passion for the Olympics.
Yeah.
I just felt the crickets
You
around
did.
me. I plowed through it, though.
Yeah, no, it was very good, very funny.
Something for tonight.
Yeah. I brought 8 in the evening energy to this morning show.
I can't get wound up about a sport where the final score is like 1-0.
Yeah.
Like
That's
after 3
such
hours.
a chick thing to say.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
No.
That's how they get women to watch. That's how they
I
ruin
like
the
the
NFL.
Rangers. I like the Rangers because I like their helmets. That's a chick thing to say.
Exactly.
Okay, tier 2 is the scoring.
There we go.
That's what they do. That's what they do with the NFL.
You're not a soccer guy, then,
You
right?
can't cover
No.
guys anymore. So even if you don't like the game, if 900 points are scored and you get to watch a crowd going crazy, even people who don't like it will sit down and be like,
wow, this
what's
is
everybody
exciting.
screaming about?
I need to see blacks doing things I can't do.
Killing on stage. Sorry, man.
Put a lot of herky-jerky movements.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man.
I have a friend who is working on the Olympics.
Not hard to believe.
The amazing
From Johnny Ware.
the amazing things they told him, like what to do and what not to do over there. Like like don't bring deodorant, you'll stand out. Watch the movie Taken. You might need to know some of these.
Don't kiss a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about Johnny Weir earlier.
And we're convinced he's holding NBC hostage.
He's wearing tiaras now.
He's the ice skater. He used to ice skate.
And now he's a commentary with...
He's doing the commentary with Tara Lipinski.
And he's taking over the 12:30.
Yes.
Where's Sam? You got to see a picture of what Johnny Weir... He's now wearing tiaras. Because he knows...
because
he knows NBC can't say anything because he'll go right to the media.
Yeah.
Oh, is that because Russia doesn't like...
he's shoving it in their face a little bit, too.
Yeah, it's all
Winning.
That'll
How about winning?
Way to shove it in their face by dressing ridiculously.
Bringing the gold home.
They don't care. They don't care.
But now he's up to wearing tiaras.
He's the Eddie Izzard of commentary.
It is the whitest couple of weeks you'll get, though, on any television show in America.
Yes.
Especially sports-related. It's all just
Johnny Weir. So
white
they
people.
can see him.
Big,
really
blonde, Nordic fucking...
Nice teeth,
yes,
cheekbones.
just...
Norwegians,
Yes.
Swedes.
Norwegian, plunging and splooging.
The Swiss. A lot of fucking girls with ponytails and braids.
Lithuanians,
Yes.
Latvians, Estonians.
Show the one with the tiara.
And the green shirt.
And the green shirt.
He started off kind of like that, though. We knew he was gay and everything.
That's a
and
wonderful.
NBC knew he was gay and shit. But then he just started, like, uber gaying it up.
Each day it gets worse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it does.
To where he had a tiara.
There's the
Show that
tiara
one.
shot.
He's wearing a tiara.
And you know NBC doesn't want that. But they can't say
Makeup.
You have
anything.
a pocket square
That's
with cocks all
hilarious.
over it. Little baby cocks.
Jesus.
Take that, Russia.
It is some kind of, hey, we'll show Russia.
Will we tiara in the two-man bobsled? I don't know. We should make that like that.
But it is odd. You see McDonald's
spooning
commercials. The Olympic McDonald's commercials
With the McNuggets.
are usually the same, year round. So they try, and even though it's the white people's Olympics, the Winter Olympics, like they show these black people hanging out with their white friends watching the Olympics on TV, and they're like, high-fiving over... like Olympic hockey.
Oh, it's bad.
It's like, no, look.
I like when they show the athletes biting into the gold of an Olympic gold and
then
then
the
somebody else
McNuggets.
eating a McNugget.
Oh, yes.
That's
Yeah,
the path. That's the path of champions.
Is that the same thing, really?
That's what they do.
I know.
They make the Winter Olympics is such a white event. Did you see how much they've made the All-Star Saturday basketball night? Like, It's the blackest thing I've ever seen. Now.
Oh,
It's like,
really?
the dunk contest is just a freestyle, 3 guys dunking while a guy DJs. That was, I swear, it's not even...
They brought a DJ into it now.
Oh,
Nice.
the guys are getting their dicks sucked by white girls while they're waiting to go on.
Special guest thug baby.
It really was a guy
DJ in the house.
And it's not even like they don't like do like a like 10-9 scoring anymore. They just send 3 guys out there in baggy shorts, like just dunk away while a guy DJs.
I didn't see the All-Star game at all.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Not check that
The final
out.
score was like 163 to 150 something. Just like no defense.
Yeah, but Bill Burr turned me around on the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl was a great time.
I know, you called in and you turned me around on that
Oh,
thing.
you got to go. I mean, I wouldn't sit down and watch it on TV. If you go, there's no way you're not having a good time, and you're fucking
amazing.
Yeah.
How many more days on the Olympics?
I think Sunday's there, right?
Is it?
I think.
Gold medal game Sunday.
I know.
This is quality hockey.
But,
I'll tell you, if the NHL was like this.
but we're playing Canada Thursday. That'll be cool. That's going to be great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And what do they do?
That's gonna
They
be a great
march
game.
out like they march out again.
Yeah.
I think they do their big closing.
But now you know some of the people, like, oh, that guy.
Oh, that one.
Oh, all right,
That's
yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
see.
Well, that's.
Oh, he had that tragedy.
Right.
Hey, that
kind of
kid should dress
exploited
like
that
that after the Olympics lose. Then that would actually be really tough.
Yeah.
He was in here.
No, I mean after, like when all the Americans and everybody go home.
You just stay there dressed like
just
that?
stay there dressed like that.
Good luck to you. Yeah. I don't think the Russians
No,
are
that
very
would truly be in your face.
heroic.
This guy doesn't care. He was here in a fur coat and high heels, walking around
In the men's room.
In the men's, and
Yeah,
they
but
walked in
who's
the
going to
men's
do
room.
anything? Why would you like?
That's just it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Have him waiting in a bread line with a...
You with your high heels.
I know, you're right. But whatever, but
I don't
it takes
understand
balls. I think that takes balls. to do that.
You're what's wrong with this country.
Right. Point at him.
I think that takes balls if like if you just dress like this your whole friggin' life, right? And then one day you hung out with your friends dressed like that, just the pounding you would take.
Oh, man.
If you leave, if you walk away from your friends and you start a whole new life, if you just show up like that, it's just people like, I mean, that's what he does.
How about in the 80s? In the 80s, we tried to turn Russia around with like Rocky IV masculinity, like he beat up their biggest, scariest guy.
Yes.
And now we send over some like cupcake to like
that's
like, twirl his way into their hearts. If I can change, we can all change.
It's a different world.
You know what? You're right. It's a different time.
Well, I think we should exchange him for Pussy Riot.
Pussy Riot, yeah.
Pussy Riot.
Hostage
You can move him right to Williamsburg.
Straight up trade.
They are like Williamsburg chicks anyhow. You see them on the L train.
Yeah. They fit in great, yeah.
Heading over to the, what's the name of the clubs there?
I don't know, the Hannibal Buress show or some sort.
Didn't they just get
For some
arrested
eye
again?
rolls.
Those chicks just got arrested again?
No,
No.
for what?
For making awful music.
Yeah.
Well, 1 out of 3
not
is
into
super
that.
hot.
Pussy Riot.
I don't know. I'm sure their music.
It's
Pussy's
horrible
great, but the
screaming.
riot,
The
riot part is a little rough.
The riot part.
That's right. It's like a Ladies of Laughter Showtime special.
Oh my God! That was the last name, Women of the Night.
That's terrible.
Clever ways of still calling them whores. That's really not respectful, guys.
Yeah, those fucking specials are like,
whores.
Those specials are just like,
What, you
right.
You don't like them?
Click.
Yeah, twice.
Click.
No?
No.
Not at all.
Oh, look, Rita Rudner.
Wow. Yeah, wasn't Women of the Night hosted by Martin Short?
Yes, that was great.
He was fucking hilarious.
That
too.
song. I love
Yeah.
that. He comes out with that song.
Yeah, and he was bringing out Ellen DeGeneres, and he couldn't get through a name. Ellen DeGeneres, and he kept stopping, going back.
Well, the joke's on him now, huh?
Yeah.
I guess the Oscars.
She's, hosting the Oscars.
And he's guest star on
Just when you
SCU.
thought it couldn't get any
She's
worse.
so likable, Bill. Come
Just when
on.
you thought it couldn't get any longer.
I bet she comes out dancing.
I hope so.
The whole audience.
You don't like a woman in an Argyle sock?
What are the
I
Oscars?
guess you've drawn your lines.
Yeah.
A couple weeks away from the Oscars, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't paid any attention to any of that shit.
I haven't seen
I
any
could
of
give a crap.
I've only seen a couple of
I was
videos.
getting some screeners, but like,
Yeah, they stopped sending them. What the fuck?
why do they send me screeners when I don't
Nobody's
vote?
going to them anymore, and they're not making any money. So
That's
your
true.
freebies are slowing down to a trickle.
We got him this year, didn't you get him?
Yeah, but they stopped sending them. There's a few more out there, right? I'd like to have Wolf of Wall Street would be nice.
Well, how do you guys get being in the media? That's how you get them.
We're part of SAG.
And you did a couple of Joe DeRosa's short films.
That's right, Bill Burr.
That's right. He's got his card.
We got our SAG card.
And Bill acting it out a little bit.
Yeah, right? Opie's a must join.
That's right. That was fun.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Joe DeRosa short. Joe's doing all right.
Joe's crushing it.
With Pete Holmes, I'm happy for him.
He's meeting all kinds of people out there.
Is he really?
Over in Shaker, yeah, he's doing what you do. He's doing what you do out there.
Good for him. You guys see each other?
Right in the castle, and you see how long you can stay there. Save your money before they throw you out.
Has he changed, Bill?
Huh?
Has he changed?
That's great.
No,
he's not L.A. Joe.
He's still, wakes himself up with anxiety. He just really is one of the most wound up.
He is, man.
But he's one of those guys. You just got to be like, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, it's going to be all right, dude. You're doing fine. And then you literally see like the cinder block come off his chest.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
He seems more relaxed since he moved out there, though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I haven't seen him talk to him.
How's Pete doing?
Has
anybody seen the show?
I watched it a few times. I like it. I don't like
his sketches are fucking.
Yeah,
great.
but his sketches are amazing. Actually,
yeah,
he does a very good job.
So
with
I think
sketches.
that they brought it back. They're picking it up. I think they're going more in that direction, which I think is great because there's already a zillion talk shows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he does that so well. So focus on that a little more. The other stuff he did was all right, but I wasn't blown away by it.
Are they
the
live?
sketches I liked a lot.
Live sketches on the stage or pre-shot?
Pre-shot.
So how do they do that?
All in, though.
Like you show up and he's like, "Here's a sword and a wig." Now you're in a pirate sketch.
No, he does like a monologue.
I want to talk about my book. Hey, you know what? We need more talk shows. It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it, guys.
Fallon did all right last night.
How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, but how could he fail? He had all these A-listers coming out. U2 was playing from the top of 30 Rock.
Wow.
Yeah. Of course it was going to be a great show.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal doing a monologue between 12:30 at night to 11:30. Like, who do they think goes to bed? Like that big decision. Can this fucking guy?
That's great.
Can this guy still be funny?
Yeah.
An hour early. It's 11:30 on a Tuesday. If you're still up, you don't give a fuck about your job.
Right. It's all farmers.
Yeah.
At 11:30, it's like farmers and good people, and it's just whores and just evil.
Right.
At 12:30, people.
1 hour.
Yeah.
It's only
1 hour.
difference. You're right.
Literally
Holy
one
shit.
fucking hour. Somehow Jimmy's going to go from having this killer show and everything. Let's see how we have to tune into tonight's show. We have to see. This is 60 minutes earlier.
And no matter what time it starts, it always sucks trying to be funny when they actually film it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for a bunch of fucking housewives. That's the part that sucks.
But they're wishing him good luck and all. You're right. Good luck. He's already been doing it.
Yeah,
and he's probably taping it at the exact same time, so there's nothing different.
Right.
There's nothing different for him because he's taping it at the exact same time.
Yeah, 11:30 at night in a comedy club. You're like halfway through the second show. That's the evil drunk show already. So they act like it's churchgoers.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think
Something tells me he'll be fine.
Yeah. It's 11:31. Oh boy. Let's see how this material works.
Can he make it work?
This is a more mature audience. Showing Mutual of Omaha commercials all of a sudden. It's fucking 11:30 on a Tuesday. People are up because they can't sleep and they want to laugh.
There's that wild anything goes 12:30 crowd.
Oh,
like
the
Purge.
Yeah. I don't know why it's been like that though for years. It's that slot's for the crazy guys.
Watch out.
I know Letterman had to go to wearing a full suit because they just would not accept him in jeans and sneakers. Listen, you can do that kind of rigmarole at 12:30, but don't bring that in at 11:30 at night. Okay? I put my kids to bed 4 hours ago.
What a great point.
Doesn't matter.
Jim Norton was at the Borgata this weekend, speaking of second shows, and he had something happen that I don't think has ever happened to any of you guys. A guy walked in the middle of one of his bits where he needed everyone to focus with 2 poodles.
2 giant standard poodles.
2 giant poodles.
Walking right down the aisle.
High roller.
Walking.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously. They can't tell him you don't know. Walks in with 2 poodles and sits down.
And a tiara.
Was he riding on one?
It was so irritating. It would have been less distracting if he came in with 1 unicorn. 2 fucking giant poodles.
2 giant poodles.
fucking high roller. I get a high roller getting preferential treatment. Like,
exactly. So do I.
The guy drops $50,000. He wants to go to the show.
Right.
But when someone's walking 2 giant fucking shitting machines down
Did you have a fun time? Hey, look who paid for this giant rug. There he is.
Yes.
Flying high roller. Jesus Christ, you never saw Casino?
I was good-natured about it, but I was fucking steaming. Really unprofessional.
I definitely saw. I was like, oh, man.
They can't tell those guys no.
You know what would have been great almost is if you didn't say anything to them. Did you say, like, just to not acknowledge? Because that's clearly, that's beyond crying for attention.
I had to because it was at the crib. Because why would anybody why would they care if they're stepping on a punchline? It was wrecking something, so I had to. Otherwise, it looks like you're just gonna have a joke that doesn't do well. So you have to stop and address this because otherwise it's just too.
Yeah.
If it had been on a pause and he had walked in, I would love to have just looked at him and his dumb fucking dogs.
Not said anything.
Hope they have worms.
Who do you think was the fan? The dogs?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the dogs.
Where we going, boy? What is it? Pulling them into your show. Slow down.
You smell something, boy?
You guys ever have anything like that? Anything that compares to poodles?
Yeah, I've had rescue dogs in the show. Like, we actually did a benefit at Gotham for the seeing eye dogs.
Right.
And they were all laying on the floor, like as we were talking with the people who trained them and everything. And the dogs could not look more bored. It was like great training for like all the boring shit they're gonna have to do.
Not get excited about things,
just laying there.
But rescue dogs,
I started in that black scene, so I've had like gang fights happening in front of me on stage. And with the host, like the host would be like, "Oh, I'm bringing the first guy on stage. I'll keep going for Big J," and then just run out, and him and his 4 friends went and fought like 4 other dudes in the front. And if I wanted to get paid, I would just have like narrate the fight for 5 minutes, and then hopefully get out of there with my money.
Proper?
No, that was Sweet Cheeks.
I never did that.
In Atlantic City, yeah. It was,
I just heard all the stories.
Wow.
They threw chicken wings at me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you bombed, they threw the chicken wings at
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
No, not if you bombed. If you were me that one time. That was a regular thing. They pegged me with chicken wings. Yeah.
I did
That's
that Manhattan
rude.
proper, and one entourage chased another entourage around the room. And there was a metal detector when you went in.
Oh, it's the guy
Holy
outside of Sweet Cheeks place, the bouncer we became friendly with. Kevin Hart used to host it every week.
Yep.
And he was also a bounty hunter, and as he would check IDs, he would like run it through this machine to see if people have, and he would just like arrest people. He was like citizens arrest guys that came in.
Warrants or something.
And by the way, these people I feel like they didn't even know, even though the comedy show happened every week, I feel like they didn't know there was a comedy show happening. So they would come out. It was like the dance scene in Malcolm X. Like everyone's wearing zoot suits and stuff. Like and they'd show up like that, and like a Pimps and Players ball, and then they would get arrested out front by this just some dude, like just some guy bouncer.
What a great
That's
gimmick!
Hilarious.
Just making a few extra bucks on the side.
What a great gig.
Someone's got to have warrants.
That made me feel bad.
Yeah.
Like you'd be walking out, oh, great night, gonna have a couple of beers. And all of a sudden your freedom is gone. Just like, your freedom is gone. I mean, one thing if they knock on your door, make them on the fucking ground, that seems like fair.
Make them work for it a little bit.
They make you feel bad that society's in a place where you can make 10 arrests like that.
You're getting on a Ferris wheel, here we go. All of a sudden they just cuff you.
That was in Philly?
I wanted to go around.
Atlantic City.
Oh, wow.
But not Atlantic City, like, not the Borgata, like, right off the boardwalk where it's like, toothless blowjobs.
That's why I don't understand your dog thing. I don't know how those fancy dogs got through that Atlantic City,
Helicoptered in.
Yeah, they probably got a fucking helicopter to the roof. I was so irritated.
Were they the big ones or the little ones?
Huge.
Oh, okay.
Huge. They weren't. If they were Paris Hilton size, it would have been mildly annoying. But this was a whole fucking thing.
And how big were what were their colorings?
Two white poodles.
But they sat down and they were very well behaved.
They were well behaved, and the guy wasn't.
But you can't get that image out of your head as you're sitting there. Because now you got to discuss it with your friend next to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
I had the lead singer from the band Queensryche had his whole family with him, and his daughter had her like year-old baby on a leash. Just like running, like she was holding the leash, but the baby just kept running around, like falling and like making noise, just being like, just being a baby at like 1 a.m.
What color was she?
stark white. Okay, but like, so stark white, it went to white trash.
I had some really good lines, though. I was like, look at this guy with his dogs.
That was a good one. That one killed.
The place went crazy.
I smell a threesome.
Yeah, I think I said rude much. You know, it was really funny.
But you could tell really he was a high roller.
I'm glad you came in here. Not.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought of that.
Married guys with white guys with children are the only ones who still say that.
Not.
No, they still. If you go on Facebook, you see that all the time. Having a great time at the cookout. ... Not. And it's like it's still 91 or 89.
Facebook is useless. It's so fucking
Well,
annoying.
I like being invited to play Candy Crush and poked. Yeah. Hey, someone's invited you to this.
And now it's like bad inspirational shit.
Oh, it's taken on water. Big time.
Bad.
That's I guess all the younger kids aren't on it anymore.
Nah,
because all their parents are there.
Yeah, now it's all parents. Yeah, with their bullshit fucking
40-year-old divorcees trying to fuck a girl from high school.
It's the 11:30 crowd.
There you go.
It's the 11:30 crowd.
They switched over.
What a great point. What's the big deal? It's 1 hour sooner. And he tips at the exact same fucking time.
Yeah. With the same band, the same guests.
They had to change the set, I would assume.
You know they did. Somebody has to justify having their fucking job.
Yeah.
You just sit there staring at the suit.
Right.
What suit?
Yeah.
Right.
Is this the right color charcoal to put him in at 11:30? It's like it's Jimmy Fallon.
That's still 12:30.
Yeah.
I don't
Jimmy
know.
Fallon crushed it on. SNL was also 12:30.
Right.
I guess he's had 2 hits at 12:30. It's 11. This is your big shot, kid.
It's 11:30.
bringing it down.
11:30.
And what?
That's 11:30.
11:30. There you go.
And what was wrong with his set? Why do they have to change that? It worked fine for him at 12:30.
How different is his set?
I'm sure it's different. I didn't even.
different.
I
So we
DVR'd,
don't
so I haven't even
understand.
seen
He
the whole
kept the
thing
roots,
yet.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fire those guys in February.
Guys, we're not smart enough to understand the difference between 12:30 and 11:30.
Yeah.
This is for showbiz.
There are people that know.
who crunch numbers.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, we're just fucking.
And he does. He
dopey
tapes at the
DJs.
same time, so it doesn't even matter.
Nothing is different to him.
They broadcast the show
because he doesn't
later,
even see
early.
the set behind him, so nothing's different. He's still looking into the camera. He doesn't see anything different.
The difference comes at like 8 p.m. and like 12 p.m. Like that's where you have a wildly different crowd. I think.
Yeah.
That's where it's very
Yeah,
different.
I guess that would be different. Well, maybe you're going up against different competition, but I don't know.
So now Seth Meyers takes over his spot, right?
Yes,
Next
in a couple
Monday.
weeks.
Okay, so right now, what
next
is
Monday,
behind
right.
him now? Like nothing?
Probably some news coverage.
Old Jimmy Fallon's.
Carson
Yeah.
Daly. Doesn't Carson Daly show come on?
No, that's an hour later.
Yeah, that's
That's
insane.
crazy.
That's 1:30 in the morning.
Carson Daly is a fucking genius.
Yeah, he's Byron Allen
Does he
comfortable.
That's right. Yeah, he's a genius.
No,
Man.
he is.
You go on that
He owns the
hour-
voice.
Not competing with anybody.
That's right.
Never
owns the
fought
voice?
for anything more than that shitty slot.
Competing with like the Jack Chop. You're fucking up like a 30-year run.
He's up against Shantae and T25.
He owns that show, The Voice.
I believe so. Yeah, that's
awesome. Really?
I believe so.
That's awesome.
Isn't like
It's a
Byron
nice
Allen
taste
like
of that.
secretly like some like he owns
He's a
everything. Doesn't he, like,
multi-millionaire,
someone
Byron
told me he
Allen.
owns
Byron
Delirious.
Allen?
Byron Allen has almost
Someone
Oprah
told me
money.
he owns Delirious.
Holy, for
And he
what
worked at
reason?
Delirious.
Byron Allen.
No, he did.
owns
For
the
what
Olympics.
reason, though?
Because everybody, he bought Delirious like 4 or 5 years ago, when people still bought DVDs.
Right.
Like HBO showed it, and they showed it, and then that was it. They never re-aired it, so they just had it, and he bought it for I don't know what. And then
He is a genius.
And then he turned around and he sold them like 2 million copies at like $20 a whack.
How does Eddie not own that?
Somebody got fired.
No kidding.
Byron took his Up With People money and bought every urban act that works. Had every funny bone in America.
Wow.
Dude, Comics Unleashed is brilliant where he doesn't have to, he like shoots it himself. He doesn't have to write anything. You just come in with your material.
Yeah.
And he just sits there teeing you up like, so I heard somebody brought some poodles out to your show.
It's such an organic feel to it. And the guys are just funny every time. I'm like, wow, what a home run this show
Like,
is.
doesn't his mama judge you? Like when you get done, it's like my mom didn't like that, and she's like a little old lady holding a purse with 2 hands in the corner, like.
I've never watched it.
I haven't seen it.
I watch it, I scroll through it, I see who's on it, and I'm like, I never did that
That's
show.
it.
Yeah.
I turned it on once, and I literally saw Kevin Hart.
Oh, good. I want it there. It's my new image.
I saw Kevin Hart and Adam Carolla air humping like shit and high-fiving each other, and I was like, this is probably not great.
Yeah.
That's probably really funny, though. Just 2 guys letting it all hang out. I love when the comics get together and just go nuts
While
like that.
Kathleen Madigan fake laughs at them.
In front of the fish tank. They have a fish tank on the show.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. To calm everyone down after all the crap them up.
We need a fish tank.
Yes, we do.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's
Let's get a
not
fish tank in here.
Let's not attack the victims of that show.
Yeah, sure.
They're thrown into that arena.
The victims of that show. Yeah.
I did see a list of who was going to be on that show, too. I was looking at the guide, and I was like, I'm not watching that.
Comics Unleashed?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
They do their acts, right?
The setups are like somewhere between awkward seat on an airplane and ran into you at the mall.
But no comics call each other on. I guess I so used to a tough crowd where people were just like, what? But nobody calls each other on the setups or the fact they're doing bits. And the comedians just fake laugh at each other's bits. It just seems painful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like fake laughing through bits that you know are bits.
And then if it's not funny, you just have to pray the camera's not on you when you do your
And those guffaws, too. You're like, yeah.
Oh, you're
That's
doing
when a
that? You
comic
just
doesn't
see
like your joke, but there's a TV camera on. As a kid, you just
you
go,
see the red light turn on the camera. You're like, oh, fuck, it's me.
That is what a trip to SeaWorld's like.
That's a wacky take.
I guess we know he's not going to take the time slot after Buyer now. You three guys.
Well, what time is that?
4 in the morning?
Yeah.
4 in the morning crowd.
Why do they call it Comics Unleashed? They're all fucking they're all behaving
Completely
perfectly well.
leashed.
Yeah.
Look
Exactly.
out.
Comics on a short leash. Comics behaving perfectly. Comics doing as they're told.
Comics, please do not deviate from the script.
Exactly.
It's kind of a North Korean Unleashed. Do exactly what we talked about.
No food in the green room.
We should take a little break. These guys are in because they're doing the Patrice O'Neill benefit tonight. It's going to be fun.
Second annual. Hey, thanks again,
Second
guys.
annual.
For,
What are you kidding me?
helping
Fucking
us.
great. Yeah.
Everyone's doing what, like 15 minutes?
No, we
there's
can't.
10
It's too much.
comics.
Well, there's a zillion comics this year because I got a ton of grief from everybody. Loved Patrice, so they're like, dude, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Why wasn't I on it last year?
Right.
I reached out to everybody that I could fit on, so next year, a couple people from last year I couldn't get on, and then I'm hoping they're not thinking that I slighted. It's a fucking nightmare doing it.
Let's go bigger venue next year.
Well, I was thinking maybe do like 2 shows.
Yes.
That way everybody
Bill.
can do 15. But then it gets to the whole thing, who's who you going to put on the late show?
Oh, Bill.
And that type of thing.
Yeah, just what do.
But how about a hand for Bill, like putting this all together? Really, it's Bill's
Maureen Tarrant.
and Maureen, your other name.
Yeah, Maureen.
I think we should all praise Bill, but I don't like you leading us into an applause. That's uncomfortable.
Come on, be unleashed about it.
Bill did a great
Applaud.
job.
You really, no, really, Bill.
Absolutely. Good for Bill.
It's really Maureen Tarrant. Maureen does all
Maureen
of it.
also.
She's done the heavy
Angel.
lifting,
She's great.
but
Yeah, I just go, I want
starts
to
with you.
do this. And she goes, okay.
All right, I'll
Why
figure
the
it out.
fuck do I got to sign this? Relax, Bill. I don't know how much time they should do. Okay, here's the setup. I figured these guys could go first, and maybe you could do this.
You're just all fucking
I'm sorry, Maureen. No, it's okay. I understand you guys are all psychos. That's basically the conversation.
Do you have a lineup?
Yeah, we got you going first and last. I hope that's going to be okay.
Happy to go first, and then when it comes time for last, just don't wait too long if I don't show up at the announcement. As I've left.
We've choppered in your biggest poodle fans.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
was that guy a fan? He was just a high roller.
I don't know.
Does he know you
I don't know.
or of you?
He was
That's
rolling at a high
James
level.
Norton, my favorite.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, we're going to continue with Bill Burr, Dave Attell, and Big J. Okerson. Stay there. Hanging with some very funny people today. Bill Burr, Big J. Okerson, and Dave Attell.
Yeah.
All doing the Patrice O'Neill benefit today. Colin Quinn's on this list, too. We haven't promoted the fact that Colin's going to be at this thing.
Colin, Dave Cook, Nick DiPaolo, Dave Attell, Jim Norton.
Talent.
How much more do you need? Yeah.
Bob Kelly.
Talent, yeah.
Keith Robinson, Bonnie McFarlane. Is she the only female comic?
I think so, yes.
Hey.
She's a comedian.
I know. Well, yeah, but she
We
did
got a
all.
lady coming to the stage.
A comedian.
A comedian.
Guys, let's change pace a little bit. And
Yeah, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Switch it up a little bit. Dirty deeds, and they're done
quite a lineup.
cheap. It's a great
That
lineup.
is.
It sucks that you guys are only going to do about 3 minutes each.
Everybody can do like anywhere from 12 to 15.
That's beautiful.
that's way too long.
It's going to be a long show.
Yeah.
Get your money's worth.
Starts at
Get your
7.
money's worth.
Yeah.
So it'll be.
Oh, it starts at 7. Okay.
So it'll be at least 2 plus. Wow, it'll be 2.5 hours probably. At least, right?
Longer, I bet.
Longer, right?
Are we taking a European-style intermission?
Yes, we are.
All right.
There's an intermission. It's going to be fun.
Is there an intermission?
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful, everybody.
Slideshow.
It's going to fly by for everyone. It's going to be laughs.
Last year flew by.
Yeah.
And you had at least 10 last year, at least.
Yes, we did.
It was kind of nice. It was a nice rhythm to it.
Yes.
Moved along.
It definitely moved along. Very good. What else is going on? I'm trying to think here.
I don't know. You
Did the
distracted
Olympics.
us with the Sports Illustrated.
Oh, yeah. I knew
Those
there was
fucking awful asses. I
Jimmy
hate
hates
that
those
cover.
asses.
They stink.
I love those asses.
No, they're terrible. I'm telling you, they're awful asses.
Jimmy, you don't mean that.
Bill, I would never lie about that.
But you're
I'll
in the-
lie
but you're
about
in that
everything.
shit.
HIV status, how much new material I have.
But then you turned us on to the ass girl from Instagram.
Jen
so,
Selter?
And she's solid.
That-
I heard you talking about her, yeah.
Oh, her ass is fucking, it's awe-inspiring.
Look at these broads.
And these flat messes on the fucking... Their asses are fucking dull. I'm telling you, look at their asses. It'll make you annoyed.
They're beautiful.
They're not. Dude, I'm an ass
Jimmy.
freak. Trust me.
I want to see it.
I know.
Jimmy!
In the magazine, they may be good. I'm only seeing on the cover. I'm only looking at
The cover looks terrific.
No, they're fucking...
Not the greatest cover, but still.
Their asses are terrible.
Jimmy is an ass snub.
Dude, they should have just
You're
got
an
Jen
ass.
Selter fucking just dropping a deuce and running. That would have been nice. Her fucking ass is spectacular.
Have you seen her yet on Instagram?
No.
Her ass is it's a
She's
perfect
known for her
ass.
ass.
Yeah.
She's the latest girl that's known for her ass. Because we've
And
had
which direction do you think
come
she'll
before
go?
her.
When you get famous like that, does she go the direction of like porn, or is she going to do some kind of like this
she'll
kind of
just do
shit?
because she's got like almost 300,000 followers. She'll do she won't do any sex work. She'll just do like photos and bikini modeling and shit like that. She won't even do anything. That's good.
Why did they decide to to do the zero gravity thing
With Kate Upton?
with Kate Upton?
Because she droops a little bit.
So I was just thinking,
She absolutely droops a little bit.
it's brilliant.
And
It's a brilliant
and the
idea.
Kate Upton fans are going to be yelling and screaming, but your girl droops a little bit.
They put her
come
in the
on,
old,
guys.
what they call
a little bit. I said a little
Vomit
We all droop
comet.
a little bit.
bit. Of course, but
I
not in the
like
magazine.
the way they droop.
Yeah.
Like her tits in zero gravity. Look at where they are.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They're up
Those
there.
are real, huh?
So that.
Wow, is she? That was the vomit comment they did.
Yeah,
on? That's pretty hot.
You think she really went on the vomit comment there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
no other way to make
definitely
her
it.
slut.
Guys, this
not
is
trickery?
why females have body issues. We have, as men, we have to stop
Yes,
doing
I
this.
know. Really do.
If we don't shame these pigs, how are they ever going to fuck guys like us?
That's an even better point, actually. Bill was right and Jay was righter.
Is she the only one in zero gravity?
Touche, Jimmy Norton, touche.
I think that, with some
Any
nippy
other celebrities in there? Any others that we
bits.
know?
Oh, that's very reminiscent
Oh,
of the,
yeah. The
can't
Cheryl
say
Teagues.
that's a nipple.
That's the Cheryl Teagues look.
Remember the
Go
Cheryl
for it, huh?
Teagues?
That
Fuck yeah.
woman is a goddess.
Yeah, she really
Whatever
is.
you want.
That's like a,
Exactly.
That's
Whatever you
almost
want,
nudity.
She's a little fat around the hips.
You know what, you guys?
You are so particular.
It's cool if you like girls who are like,
Yeah,
a little bigger.
into that.
We should.
Grab onto something.
Here, pass that around. What are you doing?
I know exactly. Stop hogging it.
Opie,
help
are you
it.
going to cancel your subscription to Sports Illustrated because of this smut?
I sure am, Bill.
Every year,
am.
You should be put on a fucking list if you do that.
There's one of those news stories.
These asses are fucking awful.
Jim, you'd have your nose buried
Look at them.
in it.
No, that's not,
Buried
so
in
what? Good improv, Jim.
You had flustered. Flustered was great.
I was in a no talent spiral and I just stopped it. But no, their asses are fucking terrible. Look at that fucking caved in awful ass.
Oh,
No.
shit.
It's
Jimmy.
awful.
Jimmy, how
and
could
I'm
you
not that
say
guy.
that?
You've
Bill,
lost
I'm not
touch
that
with
guy.
reality.
Jimmy, the holidays just ended. Now, come on.
Look,
Try to be an adult here.
fair enough. I'd funnel under it and take her shit in my mouth. I'm not denying that, but it's not a good ass at all. It's an awful ass. All three of them are terrible.
Jimmy, you don't mean that.
I
That's why they
promise you.
group together.
Yeah, they really do.
Jimmy, what are you really mad at?
But I'm not that guy. I usually would never fucking. I always am the one that'll go, that looks okay.
So
that made me angry.
So if she's in front of you, you're going to say that's an awful ass.
But
or
that's
you're
not a
gonna
good
be-
way to judge it, because I've paid chicks with dicks to jerk me off. That doesn't mean fucking,
Yeah, but you're allowed to have an opinion on this, too.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Hey, listen, I didn't come up here
Dave.
to get ganged up on, all right?
That's true. We don't
Understand what
bully.
you don't like about it. Is it because it's big or
We don't
something?
bully
No.
here.
Can you think
Flat,
if that girl's,
childish.
if one of those girls listening, can you imagine what that just did. By you just going like this, that ass makes me sick. And I paid chicks with dicks to jerk me off.
They're not listening.
That's all she heard. That would be better.
You're not listening. They're coming off a whipped cream binge. Some kind of ass.
They just came back from All-Star Weekend. They're hurting.
I doubt we're their cup of tea in the radio show.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a big question to ask him. How hungry were you during this show?
I think Jimmy is.
You're gonna make her get. You're gonna make them get their.
Not me.
You're gonna make them get the butt implants.
Come on,
now.
man. That's fucking bad.
I don't even smell it.
I don't smell it either.
No.
Who farted?
Because I just read something on when you smell somebody else's fart. It's actually
Their
molecules
shit.
that
Of course
was
it
from
is.
inside their ass that then stick to the inside of your
Exactly.
nose.
That explains the hard-on. Molecules of shit. No, I just don't like their asses, man.
But they're gonna get butt implants now, man. You're gonna make them get butt implants.
Trust me, I'm not an ass snob. In the magazine, it may look great. Just in that photo,
I think you don't like them because.
Listen, Jimmy, I'm not saying that
they
could stick with your conversation, but come on. Oh, they got Jesus, this is for DeRosa here. They got the older boys for us here.
Joe does like.
Joe goes old.
He likes a weathered chick.
That's an
he?
ass. See that ass on that fucking girl? That's what I like. That's a perfect.
Really?
Let me see.
That's Jen Selter's out. That to me is a perfect.
Jim, I didn't come in here to objectify women. Okay, if that's the direction the show's going in, I for one.
I gotta leave right now.
You're ruining the picture.
Oh my God! What the fuck is the problem, Jimmy? Look at these.
Yeah.
They're beautiful girls. And their asses may look good.
There's a woman.
That cover I don't like.
I gotta take a phone call, if you don't mind.
Uh-oh.
This guy's been on for...
Opie, you and your radio show.
2.5 hours he's been on.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, hi, who's this?
He fell asleep.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Put down the cereal bowl, sir.
Hello?
Maybe he'll call back. It's a big surprise.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe he'll call back. Sorry. Back to Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Yeah. Yeah.
That is like that girl with the nipples.
Oh, look at her. So sweet.
Come on. That's the winner right there.
Yeah, that girl's
That's a nice one.
I'd say she should have been on the cover.
Is that the centerfold? Is that the official centerfold in that?
I don't know. She should have been the cover, and maybe Jim would have been a little nicer this morning.
Or just a better picture. I literally think they made those asses smaller for the cover. They're awful.
Yeah.
Very good news. Our special guest is calling back.
How about Clay Matthews? He's in here. He has nice model hair, too.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah.
You sit under his shitter?
Let me take this call. It's very important. Hi, who's this?
Yeah, this is Bobo.
Oh!
We're very busy today, Bobo. Why are you calling? We got Jay Okerson and David Tell and Bill Burr in here today.
No, I was going to make this quick about a crazy experience I had on my way to seeing Reverend Bob Levy last Sunday.
Yeah?
Well, go ahead.
Well, what happened was on the way...
This is supposed to play out this way.
That place that I called,
Okay.
when I called the directions to the venue, they gave me really bad directions.
Uh-huh.
They gave me bad directions.
Right.
They told me Peapack, New Jersey was the closest train station, but all that time it was Short Hills. And I got all the way to some town called Peacock, whatever that.
This is like the beginning of an Oscar-winning movie.
And I get it.
If you could just play this guy. This is the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard.
If you could just play this guy. Congratulations on the 76ers thing, by the way, Bobo. Congratulations. 2-day contract with the Philadelphia 76ers.
What?
That's the story in the news.
Oh, okay.
High school student with Down syndrome.
Well, it's great that...
Down syndrome was signed by the Sixers. For 2
Yeah,
days.
but it's great that Bobo's calling in because one of my favorite clips on this show is Patrice laughing during the up and down game.
That was amazing.
I was standing right here when that happened.
Yeah.
In the same
That's
spot.
right. Jay was here.
Yeah, that was...
Jay Okerson was here for that.
I wanted to use that expression, but I don't know how to say it, that French. This is very apropos.
Apropos.
I try to just mumble my way through it.
No, never doubt yourself.
This is very
You're right.
apropos.
So, Bobo, do you have a point today?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was more to the story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God.
Keep going, then.
This is just the setup.
I actually got stranded
Yeah.
in that station waiting for a cab because I was struggling to find every cab company I called would not go into that area.
You know, I got stranded one time at the drive-in. I was branded a fool.
Oh. Little bit.
I felt like
What amazing commitment.
If you saw me that day, I looked like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
It's great. We should look like Scatman Crothers at the end of that film.
Oh, it sounded like you had a...
Well, did you make it to the show,
Yeah.
Bobo?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I made it
credits.
to the show. I made it to the show.
That's your movie.
See, if he had just paused before he said that, he would be an alternative comic.
Yeah, yes.
You got to take this to Sundance. See
I
what
picture...
what the boys think.
I picture this like a movie that takes place in one night. This is kind of an American Graffiti thing. His story, more morons and their fucking night out.
But who would play Bobo?
Oh.
Because Bobo can't, because then he won't get the Oscar for just being himself.
No.
You got to have
I
someone
think
that
Sean
plays
Penn's
Bobo.
too old.
I'm
Sean
saying,
Penn's too old.
Who has his level skills?
I
Who would
think
play
Edward
Bobo?
Norton could probably
Ed
play
Norton?
Bobo. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not moving tickets right now. We
That's true.
got to
And you
get our
want
money back.
And you want
Yeah.
a guy that kind of looks like Bobo to begin with, don't
Well,
you?
they do great work with makeup these
DiCaprio,
days.
maybe. They could say
DiCaprio.
Gilbert Grape, but not as smart and savvy.
Unfortunately, this is the 17th most difficult trek to see Bob Levy anyone's ever had.
Really? Was it parking by the time you got there? Were there any seats?
It was way too far. I was at P-PAC. The show was in Springfield.
Oh,
wow.
I
If you know the map,
never the
that's
twain
crazy.
shall meet.
Now he's going Johnny Cash on us.
I've been everywhere, man.
And when I finally did get a cab,
he's killing now. Yeah.
that came. Guess what happened? That guy.
Wait, you told us to guess. We're trying to guess.
He took you to his destination, and the cab smelled fine.
No.
You found
his name was
this story
Sting.
in the glove compartment.
Yeah.
You started talking and then didn't realize by the end that he had shot himself.
No, by the time I got there, that
Thank
cab driver, I felt like he extorted me for every cent I had in my pocket.
Extortion?
Really?
I didn't know you got a February.
I had to go to the ATM to get to get more money.
Wait. How much was it?
There you go.
160 he extorted me for.
Extorted you for 160. How far
That's
was
the
it,
worst.
Bobo?
All the way from P-PAC all the way to Springfield.
Do you know miles? Do you know things like that, or is it just toothpicks that fall on the floor you can count?
I was practically close to Pennsylvania.
So, Bobo, what was the problem? I'm not hearing any,
He spent $160.
$160
to go see Bob Levy.
Stop, apparently.
Yeah.
And the guy gave me bad directions. The venue gave me bad directions.
Right.
Hey, listen, one time, shame on them. The second time, shame on you. I don't think you're listening, sir.
Fool me twice, won't get fooled again.
Yeah, first time, shame on them.
I really got stuck in that.
Second time, shame on you. 500th time, shame on this radio show.
Shame on your mom's womb.
Oh, Anthony.
But the venue
Jesus, on a Tuesday.
There. I don't know why.
Tuesday.
Thank God.
Got 3 more days of this.
That's why.
At least it's not a sunny day today, so we won't feel too guilty after leaving here.
What was the venue, Bobo?
Don't put that in our fucking heads.
Good question. What was the venue?
Was the Comedy Cove at Scotty's Steakhouse.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why when I play Eastern Pennsylvania, I play VFW halls, nice in Columbus, excellent directions.
Right.
They will make sure you know where to go by the click. That means a mile in military terms.
Yes.
Was it by the sea?
The Comedy Cove.
The Royal Order of the Water Buffalo.
I already forgot the name of the place.
steakhouse.
Some kind of steakhouse.
The comedic sound.
Did you? So
Out
you
on pier number 9.
You never made it there?
Oh, I made it. Bob Levy had just started by the time I got there.
So what's the problem?
Yeah, what is the problem? Oh, it cost him $160.
Wait, that's the end of the movie, and that part is in color.
Right.
The whole movie you shoot in black and white, and then you get to that. And then you start with him at the show, it's in color, and then you go back to black and white. So then it's artsy.
Shows you his
like
trek.
it.
Travis is telling me it's only 25 minutes. So this cab guy really fucked him.
Wow, Bubba, the guy saw you coming.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, he took
with your
advantage
tuxedo.
of me being, I feel this guy took advantage, tried to take
All right, hold on. Bob Levy's not there. Hold on.
So much levels of corruption. This is the House of Cards of stories. This is the House of Cards. I can't wait to go home and download this. Complete binge listen.
You got to get caught up. You got to get caught up, Dave.
You got to binge watch it.
You're like 3 seasons into Bobo's life.
Episode 1 starts about 25 to 30 years ago in a delivery room with a woman crying.
Well, the story gets better, people. We go to the next level here. We got Bob Levy now.
All right.
Oh, good.
Mr. Levy, what's up?
He went to the wrong train thing, right?
Yeah.
You know how far he was away from the club?
Huh.
He was 15 miles away, and the guy charged him $160.
Oh, fuck.
He was like just babbling when he got in the thing because he was all nervous. And the guy was like, "Fuck it, I could probably make a fortune off it."
Oh, Jesus. He took advantage of you, Bobo.
Bobo needs a poker face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he flipped out.
Bobo needs a life
money.
coach.
Life coach, yeah.
We should find out the name of that cab company who takes advantage of a guy who's obviously
As much as we hate Bobo, this isn't right.
disabled.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
I called up. I got the guy. They're going to get it down to whatever the charge would be, and they're going to send him the money. Because I said, he's taking advantage of a guy that's, whatever.
That's very nice.
I love how no one wants to say it.
Oh, with merch?
Yeah. $160. That's 2 T-shirts.
Yeah, with fucking taxi cab logos.
But you guys are missing something. How did Bob Levy get involved with this? How did you get involved with Bobo's problems?
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, he loves his fans.
Because Bob paid $200 for the same ride.
Yes,
I walked
Bob.
into the show, and I had like 10 minutes left, and I already did like an hour. And he walks in, and I go, "What happened to you?" And he just starts screaming in front of everybody.
Oh, my
He
God.
got fucked by a cab driver. And everybody thought he was raped by him or something.
Everybody lifted up their steak knives, because it's also a steakhouse.
He was like fucking, and he just went on with the story. How he had to, he didn't say 100 was enough, so he had to stop at ATM.
Where was that anger while it was going on, Bobo? You need to get angry as it's happening.
Everybody ripped their lobster bibs off and ran to the door.
We gotta fight this guy.
That surf and turf crowd, very angry people.
Bring your lobster tails.
Yeah.
We might need them.
We're trying to have some laughs, and a dunderhead has been taken advantage of.
But Bob, Bobo thinks you just started your set, but you're at the end of it.
No, I did 10 minutes. He seen me there for. He
That's
came
it.
in, and I was like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Oh, that's great.
And he was like, just like babbling, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on with this guy?"
Now,
So I fucking called up and I said, "You can't take advantage of somebody like, you know what I mean?"
Right.
Yeah. And they go, "That's real. That's not fair." You know what I mean? Because we have some people in our family that are, like him.
Oh my God! Oh, come on.
Dude, you should do like public service announcements, like to raise money. Each year over 30,000 people are born.
With whatever.
Whatever.
But
Kind of. Well,
Bobo, what kind of driver was it?
All right, dare I say he was black?
dare I say?
Oh,
He goes,
Jesus,
dare
Bobo.
I say?
Dare I say? How did he
Dare
sound?
you.
Bobo does accents now. How does he sound? How did he sound?
I don't know. I can't imitate the voice. He kind of sounded
Give me
like
money, motherfucker.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much DJ Who Could speak, and that would pretty much describe what he sounded like.
Like DJ Who Kid.
Oh, like DJ Who Kid.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
No.
So you didn't ask him like, "Hey, that's a lot of money."
I didn't, because the whole point, I felt threatened.
Stand your ground.
Right.
Threatened how? How'd you feel
Stand
threatened?
your ground. He felt threatened.
Oh, this
Why
took
did
an
you-
ugly turn with one question.
Why'd you feel threatened?
I felt I could have been dropped off in the woods in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Did he ask you how much money you had on you?
Did he call you new fish?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading the witness.
Oh no!
Yeah, which I'm saying, why would the guy charge 160 when you don't look like you'd have that kind of money on him?
Did he say how much money do you have?
Did he touch you, Schmeckel?
No. All I said is, all I said was I said I have 160 I have $100, and he said it's going to be at least $160.
Wow. You saw it in your eyes, man. You saw it in your eyes.
I had to get off at an ATM.
What a scumbag.
What, to get more money?
Then he had to go get another 60 to the venue.
As annoying as Bobo is, I want to fucking strangle this.
Right? What kind of town is this?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And you know what
He's
the
in
funny
Deadwood.
thing is? They told him, the guy told him it was near Pennsylvania. It's nowhere near fucking Pennsylvania.
Oh, man.
He was 15 miles away, but I talked to the owner, and they're going to reimburse the money. And
But they should fire that scumbag cab driver.
Hey, let the buyer beware. That's what I say.
And Bobo, how
Caveat emptor.
this might be a tough question, but how long were you in the cab, Bobo? How long did it feel?
I think it was maybe a half hour.
Wow.
Were you sitting up front?
But that's because he dropped you off to the ATM.
Exactly.
I had to sit in the front seat.
Well, that's extra. There you go, son.
Why?
That's extra.
Who's in the back seat?
His wife and kid.
Wait a minute.
shit.
Wait, some guy with his wife and kids drove you?
That wasn't a cab, dude.
Shit.
That
Was this
wasn't
really
a cab.
wasn't a cab? You were robbed.
Yeah,
You were robbed.
Did it look like a cab?
It was an abduction and robbery.
It was a cab, but supposedly,
Bill, you're right, this is a movie.
I found out from the company, their drivers are freelance.
Oh.
Freelance. Oh. They're freelance.
Yeah, then he goes.
Well, you had to pay for that.
Bobo goes missing, and then Judd Hirsch looks for him.
Right.
Yes, and then finds him and wish he didn't. God, this guy said, shut up.
You pay for the experience of being part of his family. That was the extra money.
Yeah, exactly. It was like you were Steve Martin in The Jerk.
Yeah, like Cracker Barrel, like the family experience.
Yeah.
This guy shows up with his wife and kid in the back seat.
How old was the kid?
17.
Smart enough to laugh at Bobo.
I'm going to assume he was 5 years old.
All right. You
cool.
can assume that.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't insult him.
Right.
Was it a station wagon?
I've seen him sold. This is just a rough guess.
All right.
So he's got his wife and kid. They
Tell them
stopped.
how much money you have on you.
Wait,
Was there any sort of signage on the side of the car? Did you just get in a car?
Yeah, it said family-style cab driving.
There was signage on the car.
There was?
Yeah, there was some stickers that were...
No child left behind transport.
Then the cab driver got out and started selling bootleg T-shirts to Bob Levy's show.
Did the mother or the kid talk at all to you?
No, I don't think they really spoke that much.
No, huh?
Really?
They knew.
So did you talk the whole time?
I'm sure.
No.
And they stopped and made you get an extra 60 out of the fucking bank?
Oh.
No, every word that came out of his mouth, the driver just kept seeing more and more dollar signs.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine the conversation between him and his old lady when Boba got out to go to the ATM? Oh, man, I'm going to soak this motherfucker.
You really shouldn't be doing this. Listen.
Yeah, you're in shit.
Times are hard. Times are hard. Oh, my God. This is like 12 Years a Slave meets the Rain Man.
Right.
Meets something else. A heavy metal video.
That's pretty sad.
Axl Rose getting off the bus and Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, you can go so many different ways.
Call up Joe DeRosa.
12 years
Please.
of cab ride.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Bob Levy?
That's it. After the show, I went downstairs and I seen a black guy with his family having a steak dinner.
Yeah. Celebrating. And they went, boom, baby. Yeah. That's when they pulled the con of the year. Booyah.
I also have to say that caused me to play this one mission in GTA 5 that makes me laugh every time I play it.
Uh-oh.
Every time I fail that mission. Remember that mission where you got to repossess the guy's car in the mansion?
No.
And if you fail the mission, if you walk into the guy's wife while she's in some tennis... Well,
Who gives a shit?
Wait.
How do you have no ability to understand what is not pertinent to a story?
No, it is. This is the end.
This makes him feel better.
This is like now it's falling down. So you go into the So you play this part of the video game, and what happens? Do you fuck his wife? What do you do?
Yeah, why does it remind you of this one mission? Get to the point, Bobo.
No, this is great.
Feel better.
Do you murder a black cab family?
Funny is that if you're playing as the black guy in the game, if you walk up to the family and if you walk up to the wife and get caught, you hear the tennis instructor go. You hear the wife go. may I help you? And the tennis instructor starts screaming.
Calm down.
Oh my God!
Who did you relate to with the story? So
tell
you felt
the
like
story.
you
Don't let the story tell you.
No. Now he feels like he has power because now he's the black guy.
Oh yeah, yep.
And he's scaring the white person.
He's scaring the white people in the game.
Now it's Mississippi burning.
Right.
Just crying while he's playing, yelling $160.
I did the cab driver shitty at the con. He could have got at least 300 from Bobo.
Probably could have, yeah.
Dude, this guy
Bobo,
is
you're an
like.
idiot.
What?
This is one of the, when they sit there and they talk about these violent video games.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
This guy right here should not be playing those games.
He's getting inspired by them. And
This guy here should not have an ATM fucking card.
No kidding.
That's true.
Oh, Bob.
That is true.
This guy here is,
he's,
like that.
Wait, here's the question. How did you get home? You're not going to go back in a cab.
I got a fan to take him home.
Oh, Levy's a nice guy.
Levy for the
Jesus, get
defense.
involved.
You were like the equalizer.
Yeah.
And that guy raped Bobo.
Closer train station, Fort Hills, the correct train station. That
All right.
Oh, well, there you go.
He's like the wolf. Gentlemen, we got to get Bobo home in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet, gentlemen.
Exactly, because what happened was Travolta was pointing a gun at him, it went off, but nothing got all over the seat. The seat was in pristine condition.
Oh, man, I shot Bobo in the face.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I've never seen an empty head before.
And he's still talking.
Of course.
Yeah, he talks to the whole thing.
Bobo.
That must have been a horrible train ride back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great story,
On a
man.
night of laughs and steaks.
Belly full of steak and
Laughs
laughter.
and steaks. Hey, Bobo, did you have a steak?
Around a
Night of cube steak.
stew, laughter.
Bobo, did you have a steak? Bobo?
He had no money left. He had a sugar packet.
I was so stressed out. I think I may have forgot what I ate. I was under so much stress.
Oh. Well, it was a steak place.
Go on the People's Court, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that would be a great episode.
I do have to thank the guy who gave me that lift to Short Hill train station.
Who was that?
Thank him on your own time. Don't thank him on the fucking radio.
His name is Islander Nation on Twitter.
Who cares? Fucking care what his Twitter is.
You give that fan an IOU for $160?
So would you say now, Bobo, you believe in angels?
Jesus, it's the best.
There's a higher power out there.
God damn.
We let him off the hook.
I know. He's so taken advantage
Yeah, that's a
of.
good question, Bob Levy. We could end with this. What did you learn, Bobo, from this experience?
Yeah.
I learned, for one thing, call the venue twice because one person
They don't want you calling them twice.
Call the venue
No one
twice.
wants to be called twice.
Oh, no, he learned this.
Measure twice, cut once.
All right, it's not what I learned. You're right. Bobo learned that you called the venue twice as he keeps babbling. What else did you learn?
I also learned that maybe one person might have the better information than the other person.
Right.
Oh, good lesson.
What else did you learn
lesson.
from this whole thing?
I also learned really look up the cab company in the area.
There you go. Never sit in the front seat of a cab again unless your friends are in the back.
Absolutely.
Right.
During the fucking BET version of the movie Vacation.
Oh, the cab driver's baby piano wires you around the neck?
Yes. Hello, Carlo.
Hello, dumbo. Kicks through the windshield.
Get the cannolis.
Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah, what else? Good question, David Tell. Thank you. What else there, Bobo?
Come on.
Bring a snack just in case. And a compass. Bring a reasonable, healthy snack.
Comments?
Blood sugar. Balance out.
Yes.
Yeah. Bubba?
Bobo?
What else?
Keep a knife in your boot.
I also learned next time carry extra hand warmers.
What?
What? Wait, what about the hand warmers?
Oh, it was chilly out.
Why, did you make you change the tire? What happened?
I don't know how cold that was.
What?
Wait a minute, you gave him 160 and a tug job? Now, Bobo.
Yes.
That's too much.
And who walks around with hand warmers to begin with? And he needs extra ones? So many layers to this story.
Oh, my God, he's freezing.
So many sad layers. It's not getting any better.
It's very sad.
Sakes, pull up.
It's like Harold without Maude. Sad, lonely, peculiar.
Why do you need extra hand warmers, Bobo?
For the family.
No, for myself. If you get stuck that long.
Yeah.
But you were in a nice cab the whole time.
No, Opie, he was stuck. People were texting me saying he's stuck in the cold, he's freezing, he's shivering.
What, during your set you have to deal with this shit?
How did they know? Because they walked past him? Yeah, it's over there, Bobo.
Bob, are you a Twitter comic?
He called the club, and he goes, there's some guy on the phone. He's in, like, a town, 15 minutes away when there's a train station right down the block.
Jesus.
Why couldn't you get on the next train?
Oh, good question.
Do you have an idea how long it takes to wait for a New Jersey train?
Well, don't raise your voice.
No,
right? We're trying to
apparently you don't either.
Money bags.
Yeah, exactly. It's not my fault.
I know you're upset, but do not
Jimmy.
make fun of Metro North, all right? Reasonably priced, great way to get around. Clean energy. All right? Let's take a breath here.
I just love that Bob Levy was heavily involved. That just makes me
completely
very happy.
He's a good mess.
Negotiating a
Heavily
fucking
involved.
Negotiating hostage exchanges. Right. Fucking
Getting text messages from other fans that Bobo's stuck.
Got home, yelled at the company.
Right. To take care of him because the guy took advantage of him for one reason, because he could have.
I know.
And Bobo told him how much fucking money. You don't say, I've never gotten a cab, and the guy said to me, how much money you got on you? And I just handed it to him because he told me.
Right.
You shouldn't tell him the money. That's something you should learn, too, today.
That's like a local cab thing. You don't have meters. It's like the guy just knows from living there.
You do that. You do that shit before you get in the car, though.
My first hooker ever got me like that. Yeah.
What did he
say?
45 years old.
Turn around, close your eyes. She'll be in a minute.
Hold on. We go to Big J Okerson. How did that play out?
Oh, I was doing was working for some engineering company, and they set me on some thing I had to go, like, they put me up in a hotel to go, like, on the road to
stocking lab coats?
to count cars. It was, but I saw there was like a girls, like, massage, like, truck stop place, and I went, when I had, like, free time myself, I went to the place, and I walked in there, and I had, like, $200 to my name. It's all I had, and, they'd reimburse me for all my food and everything, and I sat down with this elderly lady.
Oh, no.
Who gave me a massage and lightly grazed her fingers around my dick, and then she started making the hand motion, like, do you want to fuck? And I nodded yes. And she goes,
Did she go like this?
Yeah.
Finger in the hole?
She started fucking her own fist.
Thank you for reminding me of this radio.
And I nodded yeah. And then she goes, she put up $3. She goes, $300. And I go, I don't have $300. And she goes, what do you have? And I went, $200.
Oh, no.
And I gave her the whole, and then 10 minutes later, when you're just fucking up that, like, why did I do that?
I gotta be honest though, Jay, I almost understand her because she gave you a price and you said no, so she didn't just say how much do you have, that wasn't a total fucking, she actually would have wanted more.
Yeah, you kind of fucked yourself.
No, but I mean, that was a fair question.
I was stupid to give mine, but I was dumb to say, hey, here's all the money
you
I
should have said 75. I got $75.
That's basically the same story that happened to Bobo. The guy made that fucking you want to fuck sign to him.
Damn. All right.
I felt bad, so I called the cab company and I said, they go, what did the guy look like? I said, he said he was black. He goes, we're all black. And I was like, he goes, African American.
That's racist.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So, I can't say
man.
That's some racial profiling right there.
Yeah, but I mean, they robbed the fucking guy that, you know what I mean, that, is a little...
They robbed a stupid little cracker.
Hey,
that's what they did.
Let's run through the mud on Worldstar Hip Hop.
In the fucking cold.
Here we
and
go.
He was babbling like an idiot to the guy.
No, I'm relaxed. I'm not saying a word.
Come on. Why don't we stop beating around the bush? Bobo. Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is wrong with you?
Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe I sometimes have fallen for things earlier too easily.
What?
No, what do you think is...
In general, or just... He's saying he's naive. He's a little naive.
What do you think is wrong with you overall as a human being?
The good in people.
What's wrong with us? I can't do this. It's such a wonderful day. The Patrice O'Neill benefit, everybody. We're raising money. I can't do this.
Fair enough. Bobo, thank you.
I do suffer from an anxiety disorder.
It's a little anxiety.
All right, he has a little anxiety. That's okay.
Who doesn't?
All right. And Bob Levy, thank you, sir.
Bobby!
Bob Levy is a gentleman.
You're certainly a gentleman there, Bob. All right. We'll
Taking
talk to you
care
both.
of...
Bob really stepped up.
Take care of Bobo.
And I will be in the audience tonight.
All right, very good. Bobo will be in the
look at
audience
that.
tonight.
Bobo will be there tonight.
All right.
I bought my
We'll send a cab.
Does he bring his 2 poodles with him?
We're gonna take a break and finish up the show next. We got Big J Ogerson, David Tell.
10:30.
We do 10:30 nowadays.
I know.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bobo, and we'll be back. We got Bill Burr, David Tell, and Big J Ogerson killing it today. We got the Patrice O'Neill benefit tonight, and I believe Patrice's mom is here.
Where is she?
She's making her way up to the studio to say hi.
Hey, did you see that girl from that reality show, Pal? You know, Pal.
Yeah.
Did you see her Instagram? The latest Instagram pic?
With the bikini?
Bikini on?
Her laying down on her back.
Fuck.
We'll have to talk about 90 Day Fiancé tomorrow.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you saw that.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Georgia!
Georgia O'Neill.
Georgia O'Neill in the house.
What's going on?
Hello, Georgia.
What's up, Georgia?
Good to see you.
Good morning.
We're on the air. How are you?
Wow.
Morning.
I haven't seen you since Boston. You good?
Yes.
Let's get her. We have to get
You
your
look
mic because
good.
we're actually on
Take
the
a
air.
seat. Pull up a chair. There we go.
Here we go.
Getting everybody situated.
You feel the air now? Now we all going to be like, okay, now we have to
Now we're
behave
like, all
ourselves.
right, we gotta
behave
kind of
ourselves.
behave.
Do we have to behave, Georgia?
Mrs. O'Neill's here. We
I'm
have.
not used to that. You be
That's true.
You might have to find someplace else to go if you're going to behave yourself.
Yeah.
All right, good. I like hearing that.
We'll semi-behave. There's certain things.
Last time I saw
Royalty here.
Georgia, you were on your way to see Prince with your girlfriend. So Leo's going to be a...
blast.
I
Where'd you
bet.
see her?
Yeah, Prince at Mohegan Sun.
Ooh.
You went to see Prince?
Still has it.
Yeah?
With his little afro. He has a little afro now.
Does he?
No curls. Can't do the split.
Do you know he got a hip replacement?
No
He did?
wonder
Yes,
he
he
couldn't do the
did.
split.
He literally from dancing. That's
Wow.
how much of a show this guy put out. He's like Bo Jackson. he got a hip replacement. I mean, that guy's putting on a show.
Because of the bat dance?
Wow.
It's a better reason.
Oh, is that terrible?
He did his thing, you know.
What was the bat dance? Did he run around?
It was
Prince?
horrible.
I'm combining like Jack Black's devil Satan dance.
It's pretty similar.
And Prince was good.
He
He's
was
still
good.
doing it, huh?
Sold out.
Nice.
I don't. I'm trying to think of somebody who. Everybody I know who ever sees Prince says that's the greatest show I've ever
I'd
seen.
go see Prince.
He is great.
I think you got to go see
I
Prince.
sat next to a guy who saw him 16 times. I wondered, right?
Was he wearing
Wow.
a tiara?
No.
No tiara. Good.
Little tutu.
He's a little guy, that Prince.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, he sold out.
Slight-
He sold out like 14 shows at the LA Forum.
Yeah.
Just like I'm doing 7
Jesus.
nights. He did
The show is worth it. He's very much worth it.
Yeah.
something ridiculous. Like he did 2 shows a night. Like you know, you'd go do it like a comedy club.
Right,
He's
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
at, like an arena for an entire. And he could have done another 14. He was just like, all right, LA.
That's good
Yeah, I'm
enough.
done.
I got to move somewhere else
He
now.
also does like the secret shows where he just shows up at a club and plays. And like it's amazing, like for the fans, you know, they just get to see him like
That's
just like
amazing.
hit it, you know. I think it's cool.
But does he end with Purple Rain though? I just need to know.
No.
Is that his last song?
What's his last
Purple
song?
Rain?
What was his last song?
It'd be great because you left to
Dove's
beat the
Cry.
traffic or something. Like, I don't know.
1999.
He's got to go with 1999 to him.
1999.
I guess you got to do that.
That still goes over.
So tonight we're going to party like it's the past.
Yeah.
know.
It's like, that song really used to mean something. before 1999.
I'm going to have a jetpack.
I remember when it came out, you would think, wow, that's going to be crazy, 1999.
They had
Moving
people,
sidewalks.
Yeah.
I remember in like 96 or 97, they would do stories in the paper about how clubs were already sold out. Like, this is going to be the biggest night. And they so overhyped it, people were like, dude, I don't want to go. This is going to be fucking nuts.
I'm not going to go.
And everybody stayed home.
Yeah.
And then there was like nobody out.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I was in the Comedy Cellar that night, and I got a picture of, I guess Bob making a dumb face at me while I'm on stage, and a picture of Daryl Hammond scratching his head on stage. That's my memories of 99 going into 2000.
Yeah.
Uneventful night in the Comedy Cellar.
Y2K.
Yeah.
Y2K, everyone was saying,
What
well,
happened?
midnight, it's gonna, the whole world was going to shut
A
down.
couple of Palm Pilots died.
No.
That was it.
That was a bust.
Back in the
That was a
internet
big
porn on disc.
bust.
That was yeah.
That
Everyone's
was terrible.
back everything up on your floppy disk.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a half a picture. Get the rest of this.
Printing everything out, ripping off the sides of the paper.
Gotta print everything out and then rip off the little, you know.
I missed that sound. That was great. That was like it was thinking. You know? That was a good sound.
Yeah, oh, there's a good 1 meg of information just put on there.
It's going to be a good time tonight, Georgia. We're all looking forward to this.
Looking forward to it. I thank you guys so much,
hell
the
no.
fans, and you know, I'm like feeling the love in this room.
That's great. Yeah. The fans are great too, man. They just keep.
This is basically the one wholesome
going.
show we do all year.
That's it.
All the rest.
Yeah.
Right.
Tomorrow morning, we turn back to garbage.
Bill Burr is personally guaranteed better than Prince. This show will be.
Oh, wow.
Better than Prince.
When did you get to town?
Last night.
Okay.
Yeah, about 6
And you staying for how long?
till Thursday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, they're already
I'm staying at that beautiful Grand Hotel down on 42nd Street. It's about
easy,
as
Georgia.
big
Easy.
as
Don't tell
a
people exactly where you are.
dollhouse.
There's a lot of creeps who listen.
It's a dollhouse down there. I'm so surprised.
Oh, it's tiny.
Tiny. I have to go against the wall, shimmy on over to the bathroom, shimmy back to the bed.
Is it clean?
Semi-clean.
Oh, my
we could have got a better room.
Every
year, I go, I'll fly you down. I'll push you up nice. And she goes, no, I'm fine. And now you're going to come on here and talk about your period. Oh, my God.
Oh, Bill.
Bill? Oh, Bill. It's a scam. Bill's keeping all the money.
Oh, man.
What are you doing to me?
Oh, Bill.
You put Mama O'Neill in a hostel?
No.
You piece of shit.
Oh, no.
In the corner. She's in the corner, I think.
It's got a grand in front of its name.
All right, that's good.
It's written in marker, so it's the Y.
George, you
Man.
got to back me. You
Yeah,
got to love
the
me.
Y.
The ground is not toothbrush clean.
She has not supported you yet, Bill. She's not supporting your claims.
Oh, Bill.
She's his mom up in a dump.
Drug addicts in the lobby? I mean, this place is scary.
She's got a shimmy to the
We
back.
need a $2 deposit for the sheets. The bathroom's at the end of the hall.
The concierge did knock off police tape in front of your door.
Oh,
No, it's fine. The investigation's over. You can stay.
She won't let me. She always says I'm fine.
The bed bugs are free, though. All right?
You take those home with you.
Bill, where you stay when you're in New York?
I stay at the W. The top 2 floors of the W.
Look, Allen Iverson, you went the whole floor.
I had some lovely visitors last night. We went over the final numbers.
She says it's a dollhouse. Oh,
That's crazy.
You know, shimmy, and I haven't done this since the 60s.
Shimmy doing the shimmy against the wall. Man.
I'm fine, Georgia. Let me.
That's
No.
great.
Well, she's probably so grateful for the $300 that was given to her last year after the big show.
It should have been like 300.
150 in movie passes. Get some from the snack bar.
Oh, man.
Some screeners, some Writers Guild screeners.
that's funny.
Someone
Man.
should have
Georgia,
done
next year,
something.
can you let me at least pick the hotel?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Man.
I'm just gonna make a
Absolutely.
reservation next
Wait.
year.
Absolutely.
How'd you
Next
find it?
year, I'm excited.
How'd you find this hotel, Georgia? Priceline or something?
Street team?
I did, Priceline.
You went Priceline,
They
right?
matched the price.
They sure did.
I think they wanted more. I called the hotel direct. They wanted more. Priceline had it cheaper. So they matched the price, but the grand in front of its name had me convinced. The hotel lobby is amazing.
What was your
When
other
you
option?
take those elevators upstairs,
You don't know
So
what
they
you're
spent
going to
all the
find.
money on the lobby.
what?
That's the oldest trick. What was your
Yeah.
other option?
I'm gonna
Boy, oh
send you
boy, is this
pictures
place
of the
great.
lobby.
Hotel.
I would have went with the La Quinta.
Does the room have an actual
Yeah.
key?
Oh, no.
No, you don't like the La Quinta?
No.
Very nice. It's reasonable.
It's
The
great.
continental breakfast blows my mind.
Is there-
From 9 to 11?
As long as the grouting is clean, you know they're doing a
You in
job.
the ground already.
Did they leave the light on for you?
Bill, can you at least buy her shower shoes before you make her take a shower in this creepy
I didn't
place?
expect chocolate on the pillow, but I did expect it to be grand.
Is it
Listen,
within
there was
walking
some,
up
there's some
Walgreens to
misappropriation of funds.
Wow.
It was. I was unaware of it.
I
It
can't
happened
wait.
at a level beneath me. We are currently investigating, and we promise that we will have some answers.
There's not,
I promise you it
I
was
am
my
as
choice.
there's not graffiti on the walls, is there?
Everybody else's.
Yeah.
Graffiti on the walls in the hallway?
The artwork.
My
sucks.
client, Bill Burr, is plead the fifth.
How much a night is the room?
He
How much a
believes
night?
he will be exonerated when all the facts come to light.
This will tell the story. How much a night is the room?
Okay, well, before Priceline, the room was $269.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus
That's
Christ.
reasonable
That's
for New
not
York
bad.
City.
Yes,
That's
you
pretty
know.
reasonable.
That's what I'm saying. It's too reasonable for New York City.
Yeah.
42nd
boy.
Street in the heart of Times Square in
That
the
was before
crossroads of the world.
Priceline.
Crossroads of the universe?
Yeah.
After Priceline, it was like $170.
That should always that's not good for New York. That's way too cheap for New York.
But wait till I tell you what hotel it is. You're going to be surprised.
And
not
there
the
she is,
hotel,
in the
is
little
it?
hotel.
Yes.
What's wrong with foreigners?
It has a grand in front of its name. Figure that out.
Oh, so it's...
Oh, wait a minute.
Man.
I think I know.
That's how much they're
Howard Johnson
making
has
off
a grand in front of it.
It's Grand Slam breakfast.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Of course.
Ah.
That's actually a decent choice. I understand
Yeah.
why.
See
you're-
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that should have
I
been
got
all right.
fooled.
That should have been all right.
Yeah, there's other ones.
As long as you could do the shimmy, you're fine.
The shimmy. Patrice's mom's
You
got
shouldn't have to do the
I
shimmy
didn't even
getting
get to
into a
practice
room.
dance moves to go in your hotel room.
Yeah, no shimmying.
Well, you know.
Is it true that you...
Yeah, did you not make
Use
Martin
these
Short
funds.
character with the long cigarette?
Yeah.
I know that. Why would I know that?
What? How would I know that?
Why did you find out how much the rooms are?
Meanwhile, Bill's doing gymnastic floor routines in all the space in his room.
Exactly.
You have no
My
idea what to do with the room
headquarters
in
is a
there.
loft down in Selma.
Still staying on a yacht inside a hotel room.
Yeah.
How'd you get down from Boston?
Drove.
Drove.
Yeah.
Did you want to get a train and Bill said it wasn't in the budget?
Bill, you couldn't fly her down?
Really,
Why don't you fly
right?
it down, Bill?
Listen, did you guys see that? Did you see that guy, that preacher who was dancing with the poisonous snakes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he got bit by the poisonous snakes, and then they came with the anecdote, and he refused help.
Right.
Why do you refuse help? The guy would help him?
Yeah, that's
I'd like
Georgia.
to know what an anecdote
Georgia, let me
would
fly
do.
you down. Now, Bill, you don't have to go through all of this. Let me go down. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Which is all good as
I'm
long
just
as
happy
You have to read
you're
through
doing
pleasantries and just do it.
And
Yeah.
then you come on the radio. And you know what I love? Is he's going to drag you blow by blow. Now he's going to be like, what'd you have for dinner last night? Well, we had Fritos down in the vending machine. I know your games.
Exactly.
Opie's just like, oh, fuck, why didn't she come in at 8:30? Set me up here.
That was all good unless, you have a live microphone in front of you.
Oh, my God, Patrice would kill me. I'm handling this next
No,
year.
you wouldn't, because I used to do that to him all the time. Ma, take business class. No, I'm good in coach. I'm fine. Don't bother with it. We had the biggest argument one time. He was going to put me in first class, coming down on Amtrak, and I chose coach. So that's comfortable. It's the same seating, No, it's not, Ma.
It isn't.
So I
not.
do it to Bill.
Let people do something nice.
Yeah.
We get more out of it. That's just my parents do the same thing. We're fine, Bill. Don't worry about us. We're fine. It's like,
It's just
trying to
not
repay
for you.
See, it's just
for
the opposite.
raising me.
In my house, my parents are like, "Is there anything available in business?" I'm like, "No, I checked."
Two different flights.
They're like, "Well, it seems like business is more." I'm like, "It's the same seating. Trust me."
Don't worry about it.
ATA is a wonderful airline.
Yeah,
It's the same seating.
It's actually better in coach, I hear.
yeah, exactly. If the plane crashes, you have a better shot at surviving, Mom.
I put you in for an upgrade. Okay, we'll see what happens.
You're flying standby.
The only difference between coach and first class and Amtrak is like whoever works the first class, they're like, I think, paid to smile a little bit more at you.
A little more.
Instead of that snarly, like that, like,
There's nothing going on.
You take it up on that special area so I can see it.
The seats are more comfortable in first on a train, though.
That's all right.
They give
The
you
quiet
all
car is where
you
it's
eat and
at.
Drink. That's
Yeah.
So I have to listen to people babble. I'd rather go quiet car.
Right. Yeah, because they yap in the first
Oh,
class.
boy, they
And that
yap.
quiet car is the same.
Dude, they
as
take
coach.
that seriously, too,
They
man.
do. That's why. But they have those announcements that wake you up every fucking 15 minutes for every stop. You would think at the quiet car they would figure out maybe to turn off the fucking speakers.
But
They
you got
just
to know
give
where
you
you're
one of those
going.
things. You know when you go to a shitty restaurant, they give you one of those little vibrating
beeper,
things?
yeah.
That would be it. This is your spot.
Yeah, this is your stop.
Yeah, those wouldn't just disappear with people jumping off the train and going, "Oh, I forgot to leave the beeper on my seat."
Or maybe they wouldn't, Anthony. I like to think.
I'd like to think that people are morons for the most part.
Of course they do.
Taking
You always wanna see the
flushing
good
down the
in people.
toilets.
One of
and-
my favorite things is when that last guy after Giuliani decided to make like seating in the street. I just love that first night at Bloomberg, where the first night they set up all these chairs, and the next night like they were all gone. So then they had to chain them. It's like, stop trying to turn it into some European city. All right?
People will
New
steal
York.
things here.
We'll take everything.
We're animals over here.
Right.
Yeah. There's a reason why we left.
If it's not chained down, it's going to be gone by morning.
Absolutely.
How have you been?
I've been good. Look at the boots line.
That's right.
I have a shoe. I was able to buy shoes with, the last 300.
She's killing you.
Oh, I'm getting crushed here. 300 before
Right.
taxes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, it's got to be said. We
I
missed
see
that.
something in a Payless.
Yeah. Well, we're like, this is like turning into, what's great about this is it's turning into like a reunion every year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like the Leary thing. You get to see all these guys that you started out with, or you looked up to, or whatever. So it's going to be a good time. And next
Very
year,
cool.
there's been enough people saying we should add a second show. So next year,
2 shows.
next year, look at that, an old radio trip.
Exclusive.
An old radio
Imagine what
trip.
kind of hotel room you could get next year for 2 shows.
I'm
man.
going to the W.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, let's
$600.
Let's
Hell
get into
yeah.
the red room first, Georgia.
The red room.
We,
Oh my God!
I just want to say we missed the hell out of Patrice, man. He made everyone in this room better, and it kills us to this day. I just want to tell you personally.
Yeah.
Thank
on the
you.
radio.
I really appreciate
I miss the
that.
days
And
of him just walking down that long hall.
Yeah.
Because you had to be on your game, and he was going to fucking bring it every
And you also
fucking
knew that
time.
it was like, all right, the next 2 hours of radio. I can become a fan now.
Absolutely.
Right.
You could sit back and just watch. It was amazing watching him do radio. Just absolutely amazing.
I miss talking and hearing silence from my right and then looking over and just seeing that look.
Well, people don't realize.
Scrunched up face look.
People don't realize like how many bad jokes you got away. Like he would be looking over, like everybody else would be laughing, and then you just felt him.
Right.
You felt his head turn, and then you make that face, and you just shrug your shoulder. I know it's not up to your level, but this is the talent I was
you
born
think
with.
you knocked one out of the park, and then he's just looking at you.
Sometimes he would do it just because you got a good laugh. And
Right.
And he saw you happy. Like, look at him enjoying himself.
For a second.
Was that funny? Was that like
But he would let you know, man, when you were being funny. When you got a laugh out of Patrice,
Oh,
it
if
was
you ever made him laugh, it was the
amazing
greatest
feeling.
thing
Yeah, yep.
So,
it's like you got called up to the majors.
absolutely.
Fucking
We're
great.
gonna have fun tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so 2 shows next year. Next year we'll get Georgia in the Red Roof.
And next year she will not have to. She won't have to pay for her own ticket next year. We're really going to upgrade her. Going to give her free tickets.
We're gonna give you a free seat.
2 shows, $600 total.
Listen, the charity can pay for your travel to Stamford, Connecticut. And after that,
I'm on coach, right?
Yeah, put on one of those old school, those pumping things on the railroad tracks.
We're going to trade your miles in for rental.
Oh, my God.
I think we're wrapping up for today, right?
Yeah, I think
we got a busy
so, huh?
day. So, George, anything you want to say?
Frugal.
Yes,
Georgia
I
O'Neill,
would
everybody.
The frugal. George O'Neill, yes.
GEO, Black GEO at MSN.com. If anybody wants to send me, I'm still paying for internet. That's how bad.
Oh, man.
Get her on bio.
This is crazy now.
Bill. This is becoming slander.
Oh, Bill.
I'm going to sue you for that $300 I give you every year.
I would definitely like to thank all of you guys. I'm so emotional. You know, I like to thank the fans. Thank you so much, Bill. You've been
fans
wonderful.
Are unreal.
Jim, Opie and A, Jay, all of you guys that are going to be there tonight.
Oh.
To honor
you forgot David Tell.
Poor David Tell.
Nick DiPaolo, Dane Cook, Bobby Kelly, Bonnie McFarland.
All the people who just didn't care enough to drive in.
Exactly.
Rich Ross will be driving Bonnie McFarland to the show so she can...
I was snowing. I was very
Thank you so much. The
tired.
love's in the room. I feel my son, and I thank you fans for being there.
That's
thank
awesome.
you so much.
That
Happy
rules.
to do it. We'll do it again next year.
That's how we
Bill is amazing, dude. Thanks for putting this together.
Maureen Tarrant. Maureen Tarrant. Dealing with my temper tantrums.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta sign stuff? Bill, relax.
Bill.
You just download
That's what I do.
sign it, I will handle it.
Maureen's a
Sign
whisperer.
a piece of paper. What am I signing?
Maureen Tarrant is the comic
whisperer, yeah.
She is the comic whisperer.
So you don't. They just have to get everybody to sign before they go on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because they're just afraid of lawsuits. 'Cause we're going to cut
What are
this.
you using?
We're going to cut this up and make it seem like you said other things.
Right. Knowing us, we'll probably do just that. So,
But at least they have a continental breakfast, right? In the
Hey.
lobby, don't they?
No, you
No.
have to pay.
It's like when you get on a commuter flight, they give you that bag. You pull that
Continental
bag
is
out.
free.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't sound nice at all.
How's the room service?
I haven't tried that yet.
They do have it though, right?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I bet they
It's
don't.
no
Yeah, they
book
just
in
call
there
you
that says
Yes,
room
down
service.
here.
You know
Oh, there's
what
no
I'm
book
saying?
that says room service. Then there's no
yeah.
room
No
service.
Nathan
They
in the
have,
lobby.
they have 24-hour housekeeping. So
My
if you
heart
need
was in the right
extra
place,
towels,
everybody.
they'll bring you that.
Just depending on my friends to clear my name. And
You can get 24-hour towels
hoping
to
that
dry her
everybody can
tears
be
of sadness.
understanding.
Well,
There you go.
She sits
As
in that
you do
shit
the
box you put her in.
know, you can-
Oh, Vaughn just texted me, said she was always like that with Patrice. LOL, don't feel bad. He always had to force it. Next year, for sure, just do it. Yeah, to get you some...
yeah, we're just gonna.
See, there you go. All right?
All right.
I could have just made that up, though.
Being some luxury. That would be
They
good.
didn't show anybody the text.
Yeah.
We should put her up at Gracie Mansion.
Yeah.
Bill, pull some strings.
I'll try.
You can
I'm
kick
going
with
to try
the
to do
blood.
You weren't. You weren't.
George O'Neill coming in, just blowing up the spot here.
Totally.
You weren't Bobo's cab driver the other night, were you?
Man.
I was in blackface. I was.
You just...
All right, George.
I almost came out of here looking like a saint.
I know.
George, we love you. Thank you. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna-
Thank you.
Bill Madoff.
Yeah. We're going to end with Patrice singing a little song with Warren Haynes.
That was
This thing is brutal, but amazing.
I just found that video actually.
It's amazing. So we'll see you all tonight. If not, we'll see you on the radio tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bill, David Tell, and DJ.
You know I've been enjoying things that kings and queens will never have. In fact, kings and queens can never get. And they don't even know about it. And good times, great googly moogly. Great googly moogly. I have had my fun. If I never get well no more, I have had my fun. If I never get well no more, oh, my health is fading on me. Oh yeah, I'm going down slow. Now, look at here. I did not say I was a millionaire. But I said I've had spent more money than a millionaire. Because if I had kept all my money that I already spent, I would have been a millionaire a long time ago. Tell her the shape I'm in. Please write my mama. Tell her the shape I'm in. Tell her to pray for me. Forgive me for my sin.
Hey, that's all right, man. Patrice, that's all right.
Yeah. That's Harlem Wolf. You gotta listen to Harlem Wolves, though, man.
That's all right.
I love the song.
You got a voice on
I'm
you,
going
Patrice.
down slow. You just said,
Right
tell my
the
mama
fuck
I love her.
on.
I'm out of here.